Alright guys, Adam Patterson out here with Greek Physiques Fitness, and today I am going to give you the breakdown to how I get my calories and especially my macronutrients for bulking up, guys. So, I already laid it all out for you guys, so I'm just going to walk you through it, how I did it. So I took my body weight, which is 170 pounds, and I multiplied that by 20. From there, I got the amount of calories that I need to eat, which is 3,400 calories. From there, I break it down into a 50, 30, 20 split, which means 50% of my calories come from carbs, 30% comes from proteins, and 20% comes from fats. So I take that 3,400 calories that I have, and I multiply that by 0.5 or 50%, and you get 1,700 calories. Now I have to eat 1,700 calories from carbs. And now there are 4 calories per gram of carbs. So if you divide it by 4 like you should, so the 1,700 calories, you divide that by 4 and you get 425 grams of carbs per day. That's how much I need to eat of carbs per day. And then moving on, I have 3,400 calories once again. I multiply that by 0.3 or 30% to get my protein that I need to be getting in calories per day, which is 1,020. Now once again, protein has 4 calories per gram, so you divide the 1,020 by 4 and I get 255 grams of protein that I need to be getting per day. And I'll come back to this in a minute. Now you move on to fats, and since 20% of my calories come from fats per day, I multiply the 3,400 by 0.20 or 20%, and that gives me 680 calories from fats. And then since each gram of fat has 9 calories, you divide the amount of calories, which is 680, by 9, and you get 76 grams of fats per day. Now, this is just a ballpark estimate. I do not do this to a T. So what I actually do, 255 grams of protein is a lot of protein to be getting in. I am a college student. I am broke as shit. That is too much beef, too much chicken, too much protein powder. So what I do is I take this down to about 200. I move these carbs up to about 450, and then I actually take these fats and I move them closer to 90 to 100. It depends on the day. How I do that is with peanut butter, whole milk, and for carbs I add in Pop-Tarts. Pop-Tarts are not a great food to be eating if you are basing this purely on health and nutrition. I would not recommend them to anybody who doesn't like Pop-Tarts, of course. I eat the brown sugar cinnamon ones, or whatever they're called. I think they're brown sugar cinnamon. Brown sugar, if anyone's looking for them. I enjoy them. I don't think they're the healthiest for you. I know they're not the healthiest for you, but it's a great calorically dense food, especially because 3,400 calories is a lot of food to be eating in a day. My typical plate has about 8 ounces of ground beef on it, 6 ounces of potatoes, and 4 ounces of black beans. For breakfast, I'm eating a cup of rice, uncooked. I scoop out a cup of rice and then I cook it so it blows up, and I'm having 4 to 5 eggs each day. So my breakfast is about 1,000 calories. My food right there that I told you about, my 2 plates that I have about 8 ounces on, that's only about 1,200 calories. So that's 2,200, and then I have shakes, and that is how I fit it in because of the whole milk, the peanut butter I put in the shake, the bananas, the protein powder, and that is how I reach all these goals right here. Now, something you cannot forget about if you are a college student, which I'm assuming you are, or someone younger than I am if you're watching me. Alcohol per gram has 7 calories in it. So if you are fitting in drinking on a normal day into your diet, you need to account for that. It has 7 calories per gram. I have not taken a look into beers. I don't drink much alcohol myself. Those are fun time calories, but they are not fun for me because I like to eat my food. I also don't like being drunk. Well, I like being drunk. I don't like being hungover, and every time I drink, I always got to take it to a crazy place. For some reason, I don't enjoy stopping once I'm already hit somewhere that I've enjoyed, and I normally just continue to shotgun beers or take down shots. So that is my biggest problem. But for this, like I said, I don't follow it to a T, but for someone who is just starting out, I would suggest you do follow it to a T. If you are having troubles with the proteins, I would actually suggest just getting a gram to a gram and a half per pound of body weight. I only weigh 170 pounds. 255 is a lot. That is like a gram and a half. I take it down to about a gram, maybe a little bit over. I usually take it down to 200. So that is how I do it, guys. If you guys choose to do it this way, I'm promising you it's going to work for you. If it doesn't work for you, that would be very strange. Maybe you're burning more calories, maybe you're a student athlete or something like that, you're running a lot, and you may actually need more than that number that it comes to. So if you figure that out for yourself, you're going to have to do some experimentation because it all belongs on your own body. In high school, I was eating around 4,000 calories per day. I was doing that with pizza. That is because I was a soccer athlete, I was a basketball athlete, and then in the spring I was a track athlete. I was constantly running, constantly burning calories during practice, and then after practice I would be going to the weight room to finish off because I still had to get my lifts in, guys. As much as I wanted to be cardiovascularly in shape, be able to outrun people, I wanted to be bigger than everybody too, so I was always in the gym. And I figured out very quickly, I figured it out probably in my freshman year of high school is when I started working out. I did give it up in college for the first 2 years, so if you're wondering why I'm still only this big, I did give it up for 2 years straight, 2.5 honestly, and it was very sad. But I figured out very quickly that my body responded to more of a ketogenic diet. I wouldn't say I was in ketosis, but I ate a lot of fats to cram in those calories, and my body responded greatly. My body was burning off fat way quicker than it was, and I was putting on a lot of muscle mass at the same time, which you're like, I know you're thinking, how is that possible? Some days I probably wasn't in a caloric surplus, and some days I was, but no matter what, as long as you're stimulating protein synthesis, your body will grow as long as you are putting it under that pressure. So when I was going in there, even if I was down on calories, down on carbs, I could still push hard because my body utilizes fats more than it utilizes carbs for working out. So it all depends on your body type, but typically if you are an explosive athlete, you are going to be using more carbohydrates. So I don't know why my body works the way it does. I was also running distance in track, so I wasn't very explosive. It was more long term, so I was using fats to burn that off, and that is when I really noticed that fats are what my body runs off of efficiently. But when I was doing basketball, I would eat pieces of toast before practice, which is not the greatest idea, but I would also put peanut butter on them. So I never really noticed that it wasn't the carbs that were giving me the energy, it was the fats. And every time that I did that, I performed much greater than when I ate toast with like butter on it, or just toast itself, or a bagel, anything along those lines. So I was always thinking that my body was using carbs as my energy, because that's what everybody tells you, carbs are instant energy. But my body runs efficiently off of fats. So I usually boost up my fat numbers to around 90 to 100, and that is why I do that. If you notice that your body does not run off fats, you will be overdoing the calories by a great amount, and you should probably kick it back over to the carbs. Good carb sources, I would suggest whole, non-refined carbs, brown rice, sweet potatoes, things along those lines. Regular potatoes are great as well, but they've just been figured out that they're lower on the glycemic index than they thought they were in the past, so they're actually better for you, is what I'm saying, than they have thought in the past. I eat a lot of potatoes, but sweet potatoes and brown rice are the best. Anything that is refined you do not want. You could go into beans or legumes, however you want to pronounce it. Well, not pronounce it, however you want to say it. Those are great. My typical meals are ground beef, black beans, and potatoes. I will be switching to, I've tried brown rice. I do not enjoy it as much as white rice, and I'm here to get calories. White rice isn't the worst for you. I'm going to continue to eat white rice. I eat brown rice at work. They make it a lot better than I do for some reason. So that is what I eat when I'm at work if I purchase lunch there. I work at a grocery store, so it is not that bad. But yes, stick to the good carb sources. If you are eating a lot of pasta and a lot of bread, that shit is like glue. That shit will stick to your body. It'll stick to your sides, and you will start to wonder why your sides are adding on more fat, and it is because of those refined carbohydrates. But guys, that is what I wanted to talk to you about today. I wanted to show you and tell you and walk you through how to set up your calories if you are bulking like myself. and when we get to the cutting phase, I will show you how to do that as well. But other than that, guys, this has been a video from Greek Physiques Fitness. I'm Adam Patterson. I hope you enjoyed it. Like, comment, and subscribe to me. Get out there and do it, guys. Make yourself a healthier, better life, and have a good one, guys.